Welcome, readers. Today we are on chapter 23. Let's see if I can find my other cover without my gorgeous artwork on it, just so you can see. Here it is. Chapter 23 of The Puppets of Spelhorst by Kate DiCamillo. We've been having great discussions in class and with you online, talking about all of these characters. And chapter 22 was really fun because they finally started to act out the puppet show. And we had the king who was actually looking like a wizard. And we were talking about the wizard hat. And I'm excited to do some puppets later on. Chapter 23. Once, said Emma again. We talked about how stories start. Once upon a time, or once when I was walking through the woods. This one says, once, said Emma again. Not that long ago, or very long ago. One way or another, or both, if you please. But in any case, once. Once there was a boy. Emma joined Jane and Martha behind the table, and Martha raised the boy puppet up so that he was visible above the upended table. So we're looking at what the table would look like. Here it is, and they're behind the table holding up the puppets for you to see. The boy could see the faces in the audience staring at him. He felt just as he had when he was in the claws of the bird. Wonder and joy coursed through him. Are those faces waiting? This boy, said Emma, felt that he was destined for great things. Yes, thought the boy. And one day the boy who felt he was destined for great things came upon a girl. Jane Twittem raised up the girl puppet. The girl did not have much time to consider the audience or what was happening because the next sentence that Emma uttered was, and alas, the girl was being held prisoner by a wolf. So here's the girl that we're talking about that a student has drawn for me. And if we look at her in the book, here she is. So my student Abby did a great job drawing the little girl for us. But she's being held prisoner by the wolf. The wolf lay on the hand of Martha, shot up above the table, and attacked the girl with a series of snarls and growls. The audience gasped. Okay, everybody gasped. The wolf could see her shadow upon the wall. She looked enormous. She could not, of course, see her teeth in the shadow, but the rest of her looked ferocious, dangerous, indisputably, surprisingly wolf-like. Martha let out another deep-throated growl. It's all growl. Grrr. The wolf thought, yes, I am a wolf. I am dangerous. I am a dangerous character indeed. So let's take a look at that picture here. Because if you can see the shadows can make things look bigger or smaller, and the shadow makes the wolf look huge. Continuing on, the wolf growled some more. Martha, whispered Emma, stop growling. Say the boy's lines. Oh, said Martha, right. She looked down on the paper by her knees. She cleared her throat. You will release her, she had the boy puppet say. But the wolf did not release her, said Emma. And so the boy, who felt he was destined for great things, acted. He attacked the wolf. Martha had the boy fling himself at the wolf. She made grunts and growls. She had also had the boy puppet say, unhand her, you villainous cretin. These words were not written down, but Martha said them anyway. Sometimes that's called ad-libbing, when you add in things. Once in a while, I will do that when I'm reading, and students will say, that's not in the book. And I agree that I'm just adding it. Stop it, said Jane Twittem for the girl puppet. I do not need rescuing. But the boy who felt he was destined for great things did not listen to the girl, said Emma, and he rescued her nonetheless. This wolf is vanquished, shouted the boy. Martha lowered the wolf from the stage, and then they were a girl and a boy together in the woods, said Emma. I saved you, said the boy. If that's what you want to believe, said the girl, I would eventually have rescued myself. I like that. The girl's saying, I didn't need to be saved. I could take care of myself. Here she is, right here, saying that. I would eventually have rescued myself. I saved you from a terrible fate, and now we are bound together, you and I. The girl laughed at him. Do not laugh at me, said the boy, but come with me into the world. The boy held out his hand to the girl, and the girl looked at the boy, said Emma, and saw that he was kind and good, and if maybe a little bit ridiculous and self-important. She took his hand, and she went with him. Emma raised up a cardboard sun so that it was above the girl puppet and the boy puppet. So when you hold up something like the sun or the moon, that's a prop that you're holding up. The sun shone down on them, and said Emma, and the moon too shone upon them. Emma lowered the sun and raised up a painted moon. And the girl and the boy were together under the sun, beneath the moon, below the stars. Whenever they looked up, they saw the light shining down on them. Emma raised up 2 silver stars, and they were happy, the girl and the boy, beneath the great sky of the world. They were happy together. From the other side of the upended table, there came a collective sigh. Ah. Everyone's eyes were on the girl puppet and the boy puppet. Something was happening in the blue room. The people were leaning forward. They were listening. This, thought the boy puppet. This, thought the girl puppet. But, said Emma, the wolf had not been completely vanquished, of course, for wolves never are. Oh, no. So everyone thinks everything's going great. They're all happy, thinking, okay, this is the end of our little puppet show. She nudged Martha, who let out a menacing growl. Okay, menacing is troublesome, a troublesome growl. The wolf, said Emma, was somewhere plotting revenge. This, thought the wolf, as Martha raised her to the edge of the table so that just her ears and snout were showing. A snout is the nose. Just her ears and snout were showing. Martha had the wolf look to the left and to the right and then disappear. The people in the audience laughed. Emma said, "The end of Act 1." The audience applauded. Everyone gave a round of applause. All right, that was chapter 23. I hope you enjoyed listening to that chapter with us. Thank you.